So the first card you have for your past is the Empress. So yes, you're finally getting some peace. Look at how peaceful this Empress is. She's beautifully peaceful. She's in her garden. She's got, everything around her. She almost looks like she's kind of rolled out of bed. She's so comfortable looking. She's in comfy clothes. So yeah, you're finally getting some peace. You're finally kind of taking care of yourself after being through some pretty bad experiences. It's like, you could finally breathe. You're on your own, totally on your own. And I'm not actually even seeing you doing anything super special to take care of yourself. It wasn't like you went out to a spa or you went out on holiday or you did anything amazing. It was just like, you were with yourself, not by yourself, but with yourself. And there's a big difference. You weren't lonely. You were with yourself, you were taking care of yourself, you were nurturing yourself, and you wanted to be with yourself. And being with yourself was enough at this time. You didn't have to answer to anyone, you didn't have to worry about what anyone was doing, you didn't have anyone telling you what to do. This was just a really nice, peaceful time in your life. And yes, you deserved it because you've been through a lot. And I'm actually seeing, there were some tears. There were some tears in your more distant past. And I think this might have been over someone who wasn't who they said they were. And I think you went through a lot of tears when you're with this person, and when you got away from them or when you separated from this person, there were tears as well for what you lost. But also I think there was a lot of upset and frustration and maybe even tears over some time that you wasted when you're with them, because you wasted a lot of time. Well, you didn't really waste a lot of time. No time's wasted. We're always learning. But you felt like, all that wasted time I was with them. It's that kind of feeling I'm getting with this. And then I'm seeing you were very relieved after all of this happened. You kind of got out of it and you're kind of out the other side. And then there was some relief, so there might have even been some tears of relief. And I'm saying tears all the time because this beautiful Empress, she's wearing a pearl necklace. And pearls, I love pearls. There are a lot of legends around pearls. And one of them is that pearls are actually tears that come from the gods. That's a legend that's around this. And yeah, so that's why, and they come in different shapes as well. They're not all round like we think of pearls as being a sphere, completely round. They're not, they come in all sorts of shapes, and I think sometimes the most tear shapes they come in, but I think sometimes the most beautiful shapes for pearls are odd shapes, really natural looking shapes. I just love all of those really organic shapes that come from pearls. And also, they grow from water, they grow from an oyster. So they're extremely feminine. They're an extremely feminine jewel. They come from a living, breathing creature, just as women give birth to a living, breathing person. Pearls come from a living, breathing creature, and out of the water as well, which is very feminine. It's all emotion, it's all instinct, all of that kind of thing. But yes, this is what I'm seeing here, and that's why the Empress is so feminine. But yeah, you've been through the worst, and you're starting to feel a lot better. Brighter and warmer I'm seeing as well, with the sun on your back. It's not like you literally had the sun on your back, but it's the feeling of having the sun on your back. It's like you're warm, you're feeling content, you're feeling happy. Because also, if you look at this beautiful Empress, she has yellow behind her, so the sun is on her back. So this is a very beautiful, warm, content card. That's what I'm seeing there. So the next card you have for your past is the Page of Wands. So yeah, I think being alone was a really good thing for you, and that's what you wanted at this time. You didn't want anyone around you. This was a very peaceful time. You were able to just get yourself back together again after this difficult time, and that's what you needed. There was also a bit of stress. There was also some stress around this. I'm actually seeing you're happy to be by yourself again after all of this, but there are also a lot of kind of logistical problems, stress around this. I'm seeing that maybe you had to learn how to do some things all over again, because the Page of Wands is about learning, starting again, all of that kind of thing, and taking action from that. yeah, you might have had to learn how to do some things that maybe you'd never done before. It might be that this other person, when they're with you, you might have had a division of labor or something like that. You took care of some things, they took care of some other things, and now that you're by yourself, you're having to take care of all the things yourself. So a lot of learning, but it was good for you to do this learning, and I think you realize that as well. But I'm seeing a specific incident where, obviously this won't resonate with everyone, but I'm seeing that maybe you employed someone to maybe fix something or do something for you or help you with something. They might have been a little bit rude or even a bit patronizing to you, made you feel a bit silly. And I'm seeing you really standing up for yourself, really saying what you had to say. And you could only do that. I think before you had this time of nurturing, you might have just kind of let it go. But I think because you're more confident through this time that you had by yourself, you're more willing to stand up for yourself. I hope that makes sense. And, some people think that, sitting by yourself, caring for yourself, taking time out for yourself is a bit of a waste of time because you're not actually doing anything useful. But it definitely isn't a waste of time. Self-care is a very self-loving and very confidence building thing to do for yourself, and it's a very, very important thing for us all to do for ourselves. So yeah, you were very happy to take instruction from people when you needed to. I mean, if someone told you, I've got some advice for you, you need to do this, you would do it. There's no problem. But this person wasn't like that. They were kind of very rude to you, and they were kind of telling you what you had to do in a kind of a bossy way, in a kind of rude, patronizing way. So you wouldn't be taken for a fool. That's what I'm seeing. And you were willing to stand up for yourself, and that's what you did against this person. That's what I'm seeing there. So the last card you have for your past is the Four of Wands. Beautiful, beautiful card. Yeah, I'm seeing in this card, this was actually the beginning of a very transforming time for you. You had this time to yourself. Again, I keep on seeing that. You were learning about yourself. You were learning about what you wanted. You were learning about what you wanted, what you didn't want. And you were able to kind of just be yourself. You were just able to be yourself. And you weren't able to be yourself when you're around this ex or whoever this was in the Empress card that I was seeing. Sometimes when we come to realize what we want and not what other people tell us we want, that things start to really open up for us. Because then it's only when we know what we truly want ourselves that opportunities and things open up ahead of us. That's what I'm seeing. I hope that makes sense. And this is what I'm seeing in this card. Opportunities are going to start happening for you. Because this is 11:11. Look at these gates. This is 11:11. The gates are going to start opening for you. And, if there's something you've been really wishing and hoping that was going to happen, that you wanted to happen for you, look out for signs. Look out for signs, look out for opportunities, listen to what people say, look at billboards, listen to music. Everything that's around you can be a possible sign leading you to getting what you want, what you're hoping for, and what you're wishing for. And also, if you have a look at this card again, there's a red spire on this building pointing upwards. It's like a big red arrow, and it's showing you you're going upwards. The only way is up. This is where you're going. You can't go down. You can't go any other way. You're going up. Come through the gates. Look at the opportunities. Find those opportunities and move upward in your life. That's what I'm seeing in this card. The other important thing is to follow your instincts. They're going to take you where you need to go as well. Yeah, I just keep on looking at this beautiful red arrow taking you upwards. It's very, very beautiful. The first card you have for your present is the Queen of Wands. So yeah, look at this. Your confidence is definitely growing. This queen is probably the most confident queen of all. And she's a strong woman, very strong woman. I think the Queen of Swords is probably the strongest, but this one might come in second. I mean, it's a matter of opinion. This is just my opinion. So yeah, your confidence is growing. And this is about you having confidence in yourself and also having optimism in your abilities, that you can do it. You can do this. You're on your own. You don't have this person around you bothering you. You can do whatever you want. The road's open. Everything's free. You can do whatever you like. And this is about you. There are lions all over this card. So obviously this is about Leo. And there are sunflowers in this card as well, representing optimism. So you're really going to start going after what you want at this time. I'm not seeing you going over the top. This queen is a very balanced queen. She knows what she's able to do. She knows her abilities, but she also keeps them under control. She knows what she can do, and she knows what is impossible as well, what would be impossible for her to do. So your goals, this is what this is telling me, that your goals aren't realistic. Sorry, there aren't. Your goals... I've got a motorbike distract. Go away. Yeah, so your goals are realistic. That's what I'm trying to say. They're not unrealistic. I don't know if you can see this on camera. You might not be able to. But this queen has two sides to her. If you look at the background, it might be a bit difficult to see, but you might just be able to see it. On the left-hand side, there are some golden pyramids on the ground next to her throne. These golden pyramids. And again, these are arrows pointing upwards for you. That's what a pyramid is, pointing up toward the sun. So on the left-hand side, we've got gold, we've got hope, we've got pyramids, we've got, pushing yourself upwards. This is what you want. On the right-hand side, it's grey. It's grey and flat. So this makes me think of everyday footpaths, concrete footpaths that you see walking down the road. Very normal, very pedestrian, just, nothing really special. So this is balancing out. This is balancing out your dreams with realism. So your dreams are realistic. And this tells me that they're absolutely 100% achievable. They are achievable. You don't have crazy pie in the sky thinking. You're not thinking I'm going to go and be a millionaire tomorrow. You're not thinking I'm going to suddenly be a prima ballerina and dance on the stage tomorrow. It's nothing crazy. These dreams that you have are realistic. That's what I'm seeing in this card. The next card you have for your present is Justice. So again, this is the most balanced card of all. Your ideas are very balanced. You know what you're capable of, you know what you're not capable of, and you know what you can achieve realistically. And yeah, you're going after what you want, but you're going to have your feet on the ground. And again, here we are. Here are two pillars, 2 1s. So here's an 11 again, showing you that you can do this. Here are the gates again. And the other thing I'm seeing in this card is that I'm seeing there's someone new around you. This might be a potential love connection around you. I think you've got a little bit of skepticism about this in some way. You're kind of, you might just be talking to this person at this stage. This is someone, again, I'm just seeing this is someone who might be older than you. That just came in as well. They might be older than you. But I'm getting this feeling that you're not quite sure about them. You're balancing the scales. You're thinking, I don't know. On the one hand, they're like this. On the other hand, they're like that. I don't know if this is who I want. That's the kind of thing I'm getting with this. And you're thinking about the potential. You're thinking about the potential good sides. You're thinking about the potential bad sides of this person. I'm just seeing that, you might not know that much about them yet. You might still be thinking about this. I think your instincts are telling you something's not quite right about this person. Now, I'm not saying that they're a bad person. I'm not saying that anything's really terrible about them. I'm not saying they're a murderer or they're going to come and do anything bad to you. But you are weighing things up for a reason. And you have these instincts for a reason. They're there to tell you something. The other thing I'm seeing in this card is that really tells me the same kind of thing again about this person, is that something might come to light about this person in the future that isn't apparent to you right now. You're not seeing something about them, and this might come to light in the future. There's a curtain behind this woman. Whatever's behind this curtain, it's illuminated by the sun because there's yellow behind the curtain again, but we can't see what's behind it yet. It hasn't come to light yet. The curtain is still up. It hasn't been pulled down. I'm seeing in the future, the curtain will probably come down on this person. You'll probably realize something about them. It's like you'll say, oh, that's why I had this bad feeling about them. Now, I'm not telling you this to be paranoid. A lot of people blame me for being paranoid and making you look behind your shoulder all the time. I'm not trying to do that. This is what I'm seeing in this card. If you have instincts telling you to kind of something's not quite right about someone, obviously follow your instincts. And this is what I'm seeing. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing. So the last card you have for your present is the Knight of Cups. So, yeah. This is a similar kind of a thing. This person in the Justice card might be wondering why you're not coming close to them, because this is about holding back again. This is about hesitating. It's about hesitating with love, because if you look at this knight, he's coming up to a river, and he's not, I'll push that up so you can see. So he's coming up to a river, but he's not quite crossing the river. He's thinking about love. He has a cup in his hand. He's thinking about emotions, but he's not quite ready to take the plunge. He's not ready to move forward yet. And that's what you're doing. You're hesitating because, you know, your instincts are telling you something. That's why. So if this resonates, remember that you have instincts for a reason, and your instincts are like a map. They're like your own personal map. If you have a map and it's your own personal map, it tells you, go down this road. This is the clean, clear road. This is the really nice road you can go down or get you to where you want to go. Don't go down this road, this other road, because there's an accident there. It's terrible. There's road works. There's all sorts of horrible things. Maybe it's a dangerous area for you to go. So don't go down that road. This is what your instincts tell you. Which road to go down and which road not to go down. And that's what I'm seeing your instincts are telling you about with this person in the Justice card. So the first card you have for your future is the Nine of Swords. Yes, this is a terrible card. I'm not laughing because I'm laughing at you. Don't think I am. Yeah, I'm not seeing you're going to be in danger. I'm not seeing you're going to be anything really, really dramatic or terrible is going to happen. Don't worry about this. Again, this person isn't an axe murderer or anything terrible, but I'm seeing they might put pressure on you. And because I'm seeing pressure in this, obviously there's a lot of tension. People have tension headaches, they hold their heads. Obviously there are swords going through this poor woman's head, not literally, but behind it, but it's kind of looks like that. So there's a lot of tension, a lot of stress, obviously, around this card. I'm seeing this person in the Justice card might be trying to insist on things. They might be trying to insist that you see them, insist that you speak to them when you don't want to do that. So if this resonates and this gets too much for you to the point where you're feeling like this poor woman on this card, the first thing you need to do is be very clear about where you stand with them if you're not already. If you decide that you definitely don't want to be with this person, tell them clearly, say to them, I'm very sorry, but I really don't want to have this, connection. I just don't feel this is right for me or for you. And I really just want to be by myself. That's how I am. That's how I feel about this. I don't want to upset you, but this is how I feel. Just be very upfront, be very open, be kind, be polite, but just be very, very clear about how you feel. Now, if they still insist on seeing you, if they're still insistent to the point where, they're bothering you, to the point where you're feeling like this poor woman in the Nine of Swords, block them, please. Please block them, because I can see this person might be a bit intense. They might insist, they might come after you. Now, don't worry, they're not going to come after you, they're not going to harm you, but they are a very insistent person. And, if you feel uneasy, if you feel terrible, if they're making you feel bad, don't hesitate. Block them and move forward. You have so much you have to think about. You've got the 11/11s. You have so much you have to plan. You've got such a big future ahead of you. Don't let this person get into your head and distract you from all of that. If If you have decided that you don't want to be around them, and I'm seeing that's what might be happening to you, really tell them clearly, have no doubt in their mind, don't be ambiguous about it, come up and tell them, and then if they still insist, please block them. The next card you have for your future is the Hierophant. So this, again, this card can be about social norms, it can be about society's expectations, all of that kind of thing. So yeah, if what I'm seeing in the Nine of Swords resonates and you are you have actually told them politely but firmly that you don't want to see them or whatever, but they're still insisting, and they're still overly bothering you to the point where you feel really stressed and uncomfortable. Nobody needs to feel like that. Nobody deserves to feel like that. Don't feel bad if you have to block them, or you have to be more forceful, or you have to do something quite forceful. By forceful, I obviously don't mean physically bashing them over the head or anything. I just mean being very forceful to the point of being rude. I mean, I'm not saying it's fantastic. Obviously, it's not fantastic to be rude, but there's a time to be. Sometimes society tells us to be nice all the time. That's fine, but there's a time to be nice, and there's a time to protect yourself. If this person is bothering you to the point where they're really upsetting you, you're feeling uncomfortable, you don't want any more to do with them, they might be stalking you, they might be calling you all day long, they might be texting you, they might be talking to your friends. Any of these tactics, block them. Tell everyone around you to also block them. Don't go where you know they're going to be for a while, and you might feel like you're punishing yourself, but it's important to do that for the time being until they get over this. Do whatever you can to really make it 100% clear that you do not want to be around this person, and you might have to be quite blunt about this. That's what I'm seeing. The last card you have for your future is the Ten of Pentacles. So yeah, this is a really nice card. It can be a bit of a confusing card, but I'm seeing, what I'm seeing in this card is, I don't know if you can see, I'll lift it up so you can see that as well. I'm looking at the older man in this card, and he's wearing a robe that's very similar to the robe in the King of Pentacles. And, like the King of Pentacles, this man is very, very wealthy. He's built up what he has very slowly over a long period of time. And this is showing me that, again, this dream that you have, this thing that you want to pursue, this is a realistic thing. And you know that this is going to take you time to achieve this. But this is going to be very rewarding for you. It's going to be mentally rewarding, and it's going to be financially rewarding too. That's what I'm seeing in the Ten of Pentacles. Financial rewards after a long time of building up your work and working quite hard over a long period of time. When you finally get this result, there might also be some people around you, maybe family, because there's a family in this card. Some people might be a bit envious of you. They might even be a little bit resentful of what you're going to have at the end of this. Not everyone. You're going to have some people supporting you. You're going to have some very nice people around you as well. So choose who you speak to about this wisely. I always say this, I know in my readings I sound like I'm repeating myself, but only speak to people about this result or this achievement or whatever this good positive thing is, who you 100% trust and who won't be difficult and goading. Because I'm seeing some questions coming out with some people saying, oh, you've achieved that, have you? And so why do you think you've done that? And what have you done that for? You think you're pretty good, do you? Why is that? All of that kind of horrible goady questions. If you get that kind of question from these kind of horrible people, just say, yes, fine. Right. If they ask you what you're doing, don't say much. Just say, oh, I'm just a bit busy. I'm not really doing anything very interesting. Don't give them fuel. But, with the people who are around you, who really do support you, who love you, who protect you, yes, tell them everything. Share your your good fortune and your hard work and your results with these people. They're going to support you. They're going to celebrate with you. Just know the difference between the two, because sometimes there are wolves in sheep's clothing. That's what I'm seeing there.